Today on the Trent Out Loud Podcast. Dudes, if you get a girl pregnant, right, you cannot talk to her about what she's going to do with the pregnancy over a text message. Like, she's pregnant with your child. What up? It's your boy, Trent Out Loud, and I'm back with another episode. I don't have a huge show for you today, but I got an impactful show. We're going to cover some news that happened this Monday, and we're going to tackle a really good question of the day. So get your ear pods charged up, tighten up your do-rags, warm your car up. Yo, tell your girl you're listening to the Trent Out Loud podcast and she can't bother you. Tell your boy that he cannot. Yo, just get ready, man. I'm about to start this show. Let's go. All right, so your boy Drizzy is back in the news. Anyways, it's not really a big news headline, to be honest with you. Drake was streaming from his house, thanking his fans for a nice year, coming out touring, supporting the album, whatever, blah blah. And of course, he had to throw a little bit of shade. I mean, Drake is a rapper. You know what I mean? What's a rapper without a little bit of beef? So this is what he said.
And to the rest of you, the non-believers, the underachievers, the tweet and deleters, you guys make me sick to my stomach, fam. Honestly, if you guys want to look in my eyes, you guys want to do something? That's what I thought. No, that's what I thought. That's what I thought.
So right away, like, all the blogs were like, who's Drake going after, whatever. So I did a little bit of research, found out he's going after Metro Boomin for this tweet that Metro put out. And Metro wrote, yet her loss still keep winning rap album of the year over H&V. Proof that award shows are just politics and not for me. Blah, 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 blah. So whatever. Drake didn't like that tweet. I remember hearing that tweet from Metro a couple of weeks ago. And I don't remember what award show it was, to be honest with you. Whatever, but I do remember that he had a little bit of, he was a little bit upset that Drake keeps on winning out here. But that's award shows, man. Award shows are going to take, the biggest celebrities. It brings a name, it brings the attention. And Drake is the biggest artist out here, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm always team Drizzy, man. So, I like that Drake. I like when Drake gets a little bit hot sometimes, right? And everyone's always trying to say that Drake is soft. So anyways, Drake sent some shots at Metro Boomin, but I heard academics talking like, maybe 21 could get them on the phone. I don't really think there's anything really to it. I think it's Drake just being Drake, and I don't think there's going to be any real beef. But for those of you who are wondering who Drake is taking shots at, he's going after Metro for the tweet that he tweeted and then deleted after. Hence, all the tweeters and deleters out there. So anyway, shout out to Drake, man. Team Drizzy. My girl, Ari Fletcher, was coming after Wingstop yesterday. And now Peta has gotten involved. I was actually going to report this yesterday, and I was like, it's not that much of a story. But now that Peta jumped into it, it's turning into a little thing. So let me give you guys the backstory. So Ari posted, this was actually really funny. She goes, man, Wingstop sent me some chicken last night with so many feathers on it. I literally almost threw up when I saw it. I've never seen no ish like this. I'm disgusted. And then Peta chimed in yesterday and was like, here to remind everybody that vegan meals don't ever come with feathers. Why put yourself and chickens through this? Why eat put yourself through this when you can just eat plants? Anyways, I thought it was, excuse me. I think I'm still a little sick. Damn it, man. Yeah, so I thought it was funny because I've never had wings that came with feathers on it. Like, I don't know what's going down on the state side of things, but up here in Canada, I've never, and I'm a wing guy. Like, I never had chicken wings with feathers on it. So let me know in the comments if you've ever been out to any restaurant or ordered any wings from anywhere and gotten feathers on it. Like, man, not even at KFC has that ever happened to me. And they kind of border on their quality control. Don't come after me, KFC. But anyway, so yeah, now that Peta is involved, it's turning more into a story. So I'll follow up on it. But really why I wanted to talk about this is that, and also people were kind of calling cap on Ari a little bit because if like she had no pictures, right? And if you were so disgusted by a food that you got, whether you ordered it, whether it was DoorDash or Uber Eats or whatever, you would take a picture. And that's why I actually didn't want to talk about it yesterday, because it was like, yo, if I had wings that had that I ordered and got feathers on it, I would take a picture of it. So anyways, who knows if Peta is just trying to capitalize off the moment, and who knows if Ari is just trying to show shade at Wingstop for whatever reason. I don't know. I don't even know really actually why this is a story and why I'm even talking about this, truth be told. But oh yes, it's because I want to know if you guys have ever had wings with feathers on it. Let me know in the comment section below. Johnathan Majors. Okay. I'm sure all of you must have heard Johnathan Majors has been found guilty on 2 counts, but first of all, in true transparency, for some reason, I haven't followed this case that much. Let me know if you guys have been extra interested in this case. And it's weird because normally when celebrities are in cases, especially black celebrities, I'm always so invested. But for some reason, this one never really took to me. But I mean, it was all over every headline. Every blog was reporting today that Johnathan Majors was found guilty. One of the things that I want to make clear to you guys that just read headlines and don't read the whole thing, he was not found guilty on all counts. He was found guilty on 2 counts. I'll read them to you. It was found guilty on 1 count of assault and 1 count of harassment, but not guilty on 2 other counts. And the counts of assault and harassment were minor, and they were just going to be misdemeanors. Like, they're saying he probably won't get any jail time, and if he does, it will be like a week or so. Like, he's not going away for 3 or 4 years. And I think that's why now, the people like me who weren't super interested in it are more interested in it now, because it's like, why are we doing this? Like, we all saw the video. I'll try to pull up the video. I'm not 100% sure if I will, because like I said, I'm not super invested in this story, but I'm sure most of you heard it already. So just Google it on your own. But the fight of in the SUV, they found him not guilty for the initial fight, but then when he ran away, and then when he was pushing her back in the SUV, that's what they found him guilty on. So it's very very subjective, and excuse me, very subjective. And a lot of people are saying, even on TMZ, that it wasn't like clear-cut assault and abuse, and if the kind of back and forth shoving that they were both doing for the first 2 counts, if he wasn't guilty of that, then he shouldn't have been found guilty on these other 2 counts. So anyway, like I said, I'm kind of on the fence of how I feel about this. You can see that he is being aggressive with her, but she's being equally as aggressive with him. And if he has to get a criminal charge because he picked her up and put her in the truck when they were both fighting with each other, then that's crazy. Like, that was the only time that she wasn't resisting. And so what, he's just supposed to wait out there and just be like, can you please get in the car? And like, what, he picked her up, like, he didn't punch her in the face. Like, anyway, I don't know. I don't want to get too much into it, because you always have to be on the side of women and aggression, and I get it. But from the video surveillance that they have, and from the testimony and the little bit I've read on it, and from what I've seen, what a lot of lawyers and legal minds have said, that they feel like this is kind of like on the face and on the fence on this case. So let me know in the comment section below what you guys think about it. Let me know if it caught your interest, and more importantly, let me know if you think that it's fair that he got found not guilty on some counts and guilty on the other counts. I have, I think, some remarks from his lawyer. His lawyer said, "It's clear that the jury did not believe Gracie Jabari's story of what happened in the SUV because they found that Mr. Majors did not intentionally cause any injury to her." I'm sorry for the coughing, guys. We are grateful for that. We are disappointed, however, that despite not believing Miss Jabari, the jury nevertheless found that Mr. Majors was somehow reckless while she was attacking him, which that's what I find weird. Like, he was charged for being reckless while she was attacking him, and he was like, isn't that self-defense? I don't know, man. You guys tell me. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Whew. All right, sorry about that, guys. I literally just had a cough attack and had to go get some water, but I am back for the next segment. Jeez. All right, Anthony Edwards from the Minnesota Timberwolves. Yo, this guy, this is a story that I know about. Let me read to you some text messages for those of you who have only seen some headlines. Anthony Edwards has gone viral for allegedly paying a woman $100,000 to get an abortion. And they quote, "Man, you can't force a kid into the world." This guy is crazy. He's like, here, let me, So she texts him a picture of a pregnancy stick, and she's like, he goes, "Hell nah, can't do this. So what now? What's a great response? Get an abortion." Honestly, I've had an abortion with my son around 2 years ago, and I regret it every day. Man, you can't force a kid into the world. You don't know what it is yet. That's not the point. I said I had an abortion 2 years ago, and I regret it. Yeah, but I don't want a kid. Being cool to you is just going to get an abortion by myself and you not doing ish and going about your day. That's being cool to you. Obviously, you've been through this before just by your reaction. Then he answers, "Yo, I'll send you money to help you out. I didn't ask for that, but okay. You just don't want a baby? Is this why you're saying all this? I don't want no kids. Let's handle this like grown-ups, etc., etc." I'll keep posting. And he's like, "Just take the pill." He's like, if it's money you want, just let me know. And then he goes, send me a video of you opening the box of pills and taking it. And then anyways, it just goes back and forth. I'll post it. Then she sends him a video of her taking the pill. And then she's like, "Well, I sent you a video. You didn't send me my money yet." He's like, "I'll get my attorney to handle it." He's like, "Hey, your attorney hasn't handled it," which the one thing for her, she's like, "I didn't want the money, but okay, give it to me if you want to," like, anyways, I just feel like the way these celebrities are handling things on text messages and DMs are wild out here, man. Like, he did issue an apology, which I don't have on me right now. Sorry for being a little disorganized today. But he did issue an apology yesterday saying, "I'm sorry for the way that I handled that. And, women have their rights, and I should have handled that better. And I'm not going to make these rash decisions again. But I'm not going to talk about this anymore." But I just don't understand, like, dudes, if you get a girl pregnant, right? Any guy, you cannot talk to her about what she's going to do with the pregnancy over a text message. Like, she's pregnant with your child. You know what I mean? Like, even if you don't believe her, which it didn't sound like that was the case at all. He wasn't like, "Yo, I don't believe you, Yoda," whatever. He's like, he kept on talking like he knew. That means he was probably sleeping with her repeatedly, unprotected. Like, why would you handle a girl that you're sleeping with, her pregnancy, over a text message? That is crazy, bro. Like, I just don't understand these guys. Anyways, apparently, he paid her the money, and apparently the lawyers are handling it, and he apologized for it. But these dudes are wild out here for talking to these girls over text messages. Like, it just doesn't make sense to me. You're going to get dragged. These girls are going to drag you, and I bet you she's probably taking him for more money in court today. It's just nuts. But anyways, if you guys heard about Anthony Edwards and that $100,000 case, those are the details, man. He paid her off, and now they're dealing with it privately, which means she's taking him for more money. All right, guys, let's get into this. 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 All right, this brings us to the question of the day. Somebody sent this to me, shout out to Jess. If you guys are on my lives, you know that Jess and Sue-Ann are always throwing me topics. I'm actually going to ask people to send me more topics like this to help me out, so it's not always coming from my state of mind. But here is the question of the day: is child support enough, or should men give more on top of child support?
My ex-husband pays me $1,700 a month in child support and pays my car insurance and my phone bill. And that makes a lot of people mad. So let's talk about it while I give you an apartment tour. I hear a lot of men on this app say that if their baby mother put them on child support, then that's all they're going to do. That as long as the kid is taken care of, they don't really care how their baby mama lives. But here's the thing. Kids cost money, and not just monetarily. My daughter's father wants my daughter in a great neighborhood and in a good school, so rent in those places are obviously going to be more expensive. My daughter's father will always help me with rent if I need it. A car is a necessity where I live as well. I have to take my daughter back and forth to school, so my ex has no problem paying my car insurance. My daughter likes to call her dad whenever she wants, so he has no problem paying my phone bill. And if my daughter asks me for something and I can't get it for her, my ex sends me the money for it. He never says, "Ain't that what child support is for?" Y'all want y'all baby mothers to struggle so bad, and it's kind of weird. But what do y'all think? What are your views on child support?
All right. I hate talking about things that I don't know about. I never paid child support. I don't have any children. And I only have one of my friends that has a kid. And from what I know, well, actually, I know he doesn't have child support. They haven't gone to like court, but he arranges and he pays for his daughter, without the courts getting involved. So my educated guess on this would be, from what I know, child support, you go to court, the man gives his employment records, his savings, whatever he has, whatever, blah, blah. And the court determines, well, because you, because you make this amount of money and because you have this amount of investments and because you have this amount of lifestyle, you have to pay your child's mother this amount of money in child support, X dollars. And that's based on what this man has. So my answer would be that I don't think, I'm trying to tread lightly around here. I don't think that a man should have to pay more than what the government and the court says that he has to pay. Within reason, with an asterisk, like you've seen with that girl. If my daughter or my son is calling me and it's like, "Hey, Dad, can I have da-da-da-da-da?" And it's like, well, Mom hasn't got this for me. It should be in that money. But, do you want to sit around and nitpick and argue with your child's mother, or do you want to just give your kid, what they need, right? So like I said, it comes with an asterisk, but to be fair, to answer the question, I don't think it should be egregious, because we do know that there's some women out there, not saying all, but I have heard some stories of women not using the money that's allocated to them from the court properly. And then that's why they don't have enough to give their child, what they need. So like I said, just to make it clear, my answer is I don't think they should pay more than what the court has deemed them to. If you want to go to court and you guys cannot deal with this amicably together, and you want to bring me to court, or if I want to bring myself to court and all our money's on the table and our lifestyle's on the table, and they decide that I have to give X amount of money, that should suffice. Like I said, except for little things here or there, but you don't want to set a precedent for the child's mom to think that, she can do whatever she wants with the money. And then also too, you don't want to set a precedent with your kid that, you know what I mean? Like, you're doing all that you can as a dad, and they could just call up and get anything they want, and like, what could it be? Because that money, the court says, for school, for this, for education, whatever. So like, what more could they need? That's my answer based on an educated guess. Like I said, I've never been in this situation, but what I would suggest to people who have been in this situation is, like I said, look, my friend of mine, is try to deal with this outside of the court system. I would think with the the man that you're with, like I would think the average man out there who is a real man, is going to do right by his kids and try to deal with this outside of the court system. That would be my answer to the question. And lastly, a little bit of sports. We're talking about Monday Night Football. Now, Monday Night Football dealt with, was NFC. Yesterday, I talked about AFC, which is my league, but Philadelphia lost to Seattle. Like I said, I have no skin in the game. It was a great game, by the way. Seattle came back on the last drive with 1 minute and 30 seconds left. It was an amazing game, super exciting. I was going for Seattle. And why? I don't know. Whatever. Philadelphia was playing Kansas City. They gave him a little bit of a hard time in the Super Bowl. Maybe, I don't know who I want to play Kansas City, man. Like, I don't know. Because going for the game, I was like, I don't want Philadelphia to have home field advantage. But then if they lose, then San Francisco now is in first place. And Brock Purdy is playing at a MVP caliber season, and they might be hard for Kansas City to beat. So I really don't know, but it was a good game. I was going for Seattle. Actually, you know what? I want Dallas. I want Dallas to go to the Super Bowl because Dallas are chokers. And Dak Prescott is not really good under pressure. So that's why I was going for Philadelphia, because I don't want Philadelphia or San Francisco. I want Dallas to win. I want them to have home field advantage. I want them to go to the Super Bowl because Kansas City will have an easier time beating Dallas. Go Cowboys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It's your boy, Trent Out Loud. Go to signupexpert.com/Trent. And then once you sign up for all betting apps and get all your bonuses and get all your rewards, go to your app store and download BetStamp and use promo code TOL.